Bahali Kekak and Fire Dance. Bahali Kekak and Fire Dance is traditional Balinese dance with story from Fragment Ramayana. Bahali Kekak and Fire Dance performance, not known exactly where Kekak dance originated and which was first developed, but there are some kind of agreement on the Balinese Kekak was first developed into a performing arts in the village of Bona, Janyar. As additional knowledge, Kekak was originally a song or music that is resultant from a combination sounds that make up melodies that are usually used to accompany the sacred dance Senyang, and can only be staged in the temple. Then in the early 1930s by artists from the village of Bona, Janyar trying to develop a Kekak dance by taking the story of Ramayana who danced as a substitute for Senyang dance so this dance could eventually be displayed in public as a performance art. Part of the Ramayana story in which the first is taken as goddess Sita was abducted by King Ravana. The development of Bahali Kekak and fire dance in Bali. Kekak dance in Bali continues to change and progress since the 1970s. Developments can be seen as in terms of story and staging. In terms of the story for staging, not only sticking to one part of the Ramayana, but also other parts of the story of the Ramayana. Then in terms of staging also began to experience growth not only found in one place like the village Bona, Janyar, but also other villages in Bali began to develop Kekak dance. So all regions in Bali there are dozens of Kekak groups whose members are usually members of the Banyar. Activities such as Kekak Dance Festival is often held in Bali well by government or by a school of art in Bali. As well as from the amount of much dancers who ever performed in the Kekak dance was recorded in 1979 which involved 500 dancers. At that time Kekak performed by taking the story from the Mahabharata. But this record was broken by Tabanan Regency government that organizes colossal Kekak dance with 5,000 dancers on September 29, 2006 at Tanilat, Tabanan, Bali. Pattern of Bali Kekak and fire dance. As a Kekak dance performance is supported by some very important factor, and in the Kekak dance performance presents the dance as an introduction to the story, of course, vital music to accompany the dancer's movements. But in the Kekak dance, the music generated from a combination sounds of members Kek, which were about 50 to 70 people, all of them will make music in a cappella. A person will act as a leader who gives the tone early, someone else acting as a suppressor in charge of pressure high or low tone, someone else acting as a solo singer, and someone else will act as the mastermind behind that to deliver the story. The dancers in the Kekak dance motion should not follow the movement of dance accompanied with gamelan. So in the Kekak dance, the gestures of the dancer is more relaxed because the main priority is the storyline and the sound mix. Bali Kekak and fire dance performance story. What makes the Kekak special is that the accompanying music is provided by the human voice, the gamelan suara, a choir of 100 men or more sitting in concentric circles, swaying, standing up, lying prone. As the story develops amongst the swaying masses, the voices of the storytellers can be heard telling the unfolding tale. The story is a fragment from the Ramayana, the Hindu epic which finds its expression in many forms, not only in dance, but also in painting and carving. Prince Rama, heir to the throne of the kingdom of Ayodhya, and his wife Sita have been banished from the kingdom by King Dasratha as a result of trickery by Rama's stepmother. The story begins with the arrival of Rama and Sita accompanied by Rama's brother Laxmana in the forest of Dandaka. The trio have been observed by the demon Ravana, king of Alanka, who lusts after the beautiful Sita. Ravana sends his prime minister Marika to try and isolate Sita so that Ravana can kidnap her. Marika's magical powers turn him into a golden deer and he enters the forest, and when the Sita sees the golden deer she is so enchanted by it that she asks Rama to capture it for her. Rama chases after the deer, leaving his brother Laksamana behind with strict instruction to protect Sita. When Sita thinks she hears a cry for help from Rama, she forces Laksamana to go after Rama by accusing him of cowardice, and he goes off to help Rama with great reluctance after drawing a magic circle on the ground and telling Sita that she should not under any circumstance step outside the circle. Sita, left alone in the forest, becomes an easy prey to the trickery of Ravana, who has disguised himself as an old priest and begs Sita for some food as he is cold and hungry. Sita falls for his trick. She steps outside the circle to give the old priest some food, and Ravana grabs her and takes her to his palace. Once back in his palace in Alanka, Ravana tries everything he can to seduce Sita without any luck. In the palace of Alenka, Sita pours out her heart about her cruel fate to Ravana's niece Strayata, when Hanuman appears telling her that he is Rama's envoy and proving it by showing her Rama's ring. Sita gives Hanuman a hairpin to show she is still alive and send him back to Rama with a message to come to her rescue. In the meantime, Rama and Lakshmana, accompanied by Dwalan, are wandering in the forest looking for Sita when Meghanada, Ravana's son, appears and engages Rama and Lakshmana in battle. Meghanada uses his magic powers and shoots of an arrow which magically turns into a dragon which overpowers Rama and Lakshmana, and they are trussed up in ropes. The bird Garuda, king of all the bird, a good friend of King Dasratha, has observed trouble Rama is in from high up in the sky and comes to the rescue, freeing the brothers from the ropes. Rama and Lakshmana continue on their way to rescue Sita and are joined by Sugriva, king of the monkeys, and his monkeys army. This fragment of the Ramayana come to an end with the battle between Sugriva and his monkeys army and Meghanada and his demon army, which ends with the defeat of Meghanada.